Hello. Didn't mean to jump scare you there, dude. Can you guys hear me okay? Compared to the music? Let me know how I sound compared to the music. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Whoa, okay. I feel like it doesn't sound... That sounds good, right? Time warped. LJL. Works a B. That's fair. I'm at work right now, but I will be back in an hour. I promise. LOL. Sounds good to me. LOL. Cool, cool. Alright. So we're going to... That music's not too loud compared to me, is it? Like, through my speakers it sounds kind of loud, but then when I looked at the VOD, it sounds like it's fine. Cool, cool. Sounds good to LJL. Bump, bump. Bam, bam. Okay. So, first deck we're going to take a look at here. Let's make sure. Oh, shit. I don't think my mic is supposed to do that. Okay. It is submitted from... Who submitted this? Yorsum. We got a Yorsum list here. And he submitted Zerzoth Chaos Rider. And it is an aggro, group slug, hand disruption token deck. It's optimized casual. Win condition is damage. Favorite interactions? Zerzoth plus Library of Lang. Zerzoth plus Temple Bell plus Perforos, Terror of the Peaks, etc. Okay. What do you hope to get from this review? To show off my deck, to get some new card recommendations. And Yorsum is a Patreon member. Thank you, Yorsum. Okay, let's hop over to the actual list here. What's this little add button? Hold on a second. What is this? Oh, I can start polls in the chat? That's so cool. I didn't know that. Start a Q&A. Well, this is cool. I might do that one of these nights. That'd be cool to do a little Q&A. Okay. Zerzoth, Chaos Rider. 2 in a red, 2/3. Whenever an opponent draws their first card each turn, if it's not their turn, you create a 1/1 red devil creature token with, when this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. And whenever one or more devils you control attack one or more players, you and those players each draw a card and then discard a card at random. Okay. That's pretty good. So if you can get an opponent to draw something during your turn, each opponent you'll create 3 devils. Now that ain't bad, right? Whenever an opponent draws their first card each turn, if it's not their turn, you create a... Yeah, that's pretty good. This seems pretty fun with Burning Inquiry. Yeah, Burning Inquiry seems fantastic in this. Jeez. Players, you and those players each draw a card. Yeah, Zerzoth seems pretty good. The fact that that first part doesn't trigger only once a turn. That's pretty fucking busted, if I'm being honest. So yeah, we're getting opponents to draw cards during our turn and make a bunch of devils. And then when we swing with devils, players draw more cards, which makes us more devils. Yeah, name of the game, swarm the board with devils. Which is going to be great. Make sure there's no tags here. No, okay. So the deck runs Anger so that we can give all these devils haste when they come into play. Cavalier of Flames being a 2 and 3 red, 6/5, pay 1 and a red. Creatures you control get 1/0 until end of turn and haste, so another haste enabler. And when it enters the battlefield, discard any number of cards, then draw that many cards. And when it dies, deal X damage to each opponent and each planeswalker they control. where X is the number of lands in your graveyard. I'm loving the old school anger. Same. I love that old, like, dark border that the colors used to have. I think it looks so good. The first part doesn't trigger only once per turn, but will only trigger once per opponent per turn since it only counts the first. Oh, okay. Thank you. Oh, yeah, you're right. It does say first. I overlooked that. Still very good. So that's great. So at max, we're going to be getting 3 during our turn, potentially 2 during each other opponent's turn if we can get the other 2 to draw during the third opponent's turn. Interesting. Okay. Containment Construct's going to be great because we're going to be discarding a ton of cards with Zerzoth, so now we get to just play those cards. Fiendish Duo, 4 and 2 red, 5/5. First strike, if your source would deal damage to an opponent, it deals damage to that, or does double that damage instead. Yeah, it's just good. It's a double damage. Fiendish Duo, dude. That's me and my cousin used to be called that back at the old card shop when we were like 9, dude. We'd like run out front. We'd take the newspapers, we'd roll them up. We'd have newspaper fights. There's like little free newspaper kiosks for like local companies outside, and we'd grab those and we'd fight with them. And then the person that was working would always come out and be like, guys, you gotta stop. You gotta stop playing with these newspapers. And we're like, all right, dude, whatever. Put them back. Immediately grab them again. All right, dude. We're about to fight. Goblin Sharpshooter. 2 and a red, 1/1. Doesn't untap during your untap step. When it dies, or whenever a creature dies, untap Sharpshooter, tap Sharpshooter, deal 1 damage to target creature or player. This needs a reprint. This is such a cool card. I want it to drop. Grenzo. I love this Grenzo. This Grenzo is great. 2 red, 2/2. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, choose one. Go target creature that player controls, or exile the top card of that player's library. You may cast that card and spend mana over any color permanently. Yeah, as long as it's exiled, right? Oh, until end of turn. Okay, never mind. Not permanently. Ignore me. Until end of turn still. This Grenzo's great. I like him. Especially in like go wide decks, which yeah. Hellrider! I wish I had like 4 bottles. Hellrider! Come out to play. Hellrider, 2 and 2 red, 3/3. Haste. Whenever a creature you control attacks, Hellrider deals 1 damage to defending player. Again, go wide, do a bunch of damage. Howling Golem, whenever it attacks, each player draws a card. That's going to be great in here. Does it do it when it blocks? Or blocks? Oh, this is really good in here. Ogre Battle Driver, 2 and 2 red, 3/3. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, that creature gets +2/+0 and gains haste. That's incredible in here. Good grief. I need to make a new Magic deck. I haven't played Magic in like probably a month. It's been a while. And I haven't made a deck in forever. I might do that after the stream. I might chill out after the stream and just look around. See what's piquing my interest here. That's incredible. Oger. Oger Oxenil. Okay. Oger Oxenil. Deepest Might. What a name. 2 and 2 red, 4/4 trample. If a red source you control will deal damage, that's non-combat damage, less than Oger's power, it deals damage equal to Oger's power instead, and when it dies, return it to the battlefield transformed under its owner's control. As Temple of Power, taps for a red, pay 2 and a red to transform it. Activate only if a red source dealt 4 or more non-combat damage. Yeah, the Devil's Dying definitely counts as non-combat damage, so that's going to be good. How long you streaming? I'm not sure, Luke. Just how long I'm feeling tonight. Probably do a couple decks. O'Hare Ashonil. Oh. Oh, wow. I have been butchering that. That's crazy. This explains the comment in the last short. Someone's like, these pronunciations. And I was like, what you mean? Now I'm like, oh, shit. I did not know that that was O'Hare. That's so cool. O'Hare Ashonil? That's a much cooler nail. It's more like null than nil. Ashonil? O'Hare Ashonil? Cool name. That's much cooler. Okay. Good card. Anyway, good card. Perforos. Love me some Perf. Big Daddy Perf. That's what our little play group calls him. 2 damage on ETB on creatures. Pump your board for 2 in a red. We love Big Daddy Perp. Yeah, it's just based on Nahuatl, the Aztec language. That's so cool. Wow. That's such a cool... O'Hare is like such a cool... thing. Love that. Okay. Spiteful Prankster. 2 in a red, 3/2. As long as it's your turn, Spiteful Prankster has first strike. Whenever another creature dies, Spiteful Prankster deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. Love it. Terror of the Peaks, gonna be great. ETB, do damage to the power. And that's not a bad. That's a opponent is dead. I don't know what I'm doing. Torbrand, Thane of Red fell. 1 and 3 red. Well, the red hasn't fallen here. I found where all the red fell. Hey guys, I found where all the red fell. Into this guy's fucking mana cost. It's a 2/4. If a red source you control will deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much damage plus 2 instead. Yeah, so our little dudes are pinging for 3 when they die. Yeah, it's gonna be not the funnest thing for the opponent to deal with there. Woody Roastmaster, of course. ETBs cost damage. Yeah, that's gonna be great. We got Blasphemous Act for a board wipe. Burning Inquiry forces each player to draw 3, so that's going to be great to trigger our commander. Disrupt Decorum is going to cause a bunch of goading to happen, and when goading happens... oh, I guess that second part doesn't trigger when any creature. It's just on Devil. Still, Disrupt Decorum literally is such a powerful card that I get it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's... I've said it before, I heard it in a video, and like, ever since I heard it, I was like, no, I actually kind of agree. Like, a lot of games, Disrupt Decorum just kind of reads, like, play this card and turn the game into a 1v1. Like, because, like, by the time it gets back to you, like, a lot of the time, like, 2 players are gone. Or you've, like, set up such an optimal board state for yourself. Like, it's so good. Disrupt Decorum's great. Faithless Looting, good way to draw some card. Do some quick looting faithlessly. Gamble, search your library for a card, and then discard a card at random. Jessica's Will. Those are both, of course, are going to be great. Pirate's Pillage, discard a card, draw 2, create 2 treasures. 2 treasures? Oh, it's a 4-drop. That's pretty good, though. Rob the Archives, 1 in a red, casualty 1, so you can crack a Devil to copy this. Exile the top 2 cards. You may play those cards this turn. This is incredible in here. This might be my favorite card so far in this deck. I love this. You like crack a Devil, ping you for whoever knows how much with all the ways you have to buff the damage that the Devil does. Exile my top 4 cards for 2 mana. That's real good. They should print a white life gain card called Faithful Tithing. That'd be kind of cool. Faithful Tithing. What would it do? What would it be? 1 white. Yeah, 1 white, gain 3 life. Yeah, I don't know how you'd make it the same. Like as like a gain 2 life, create 2 food tokens, flashback. Too good. Seize the spoils. This is me with like any leftovers on dinner, dude. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just going back to my room. Like, that's like 3 more plates worth of food. Oh no, I'm good. It's okay. Like, okay, yeah, all right. See you, dude. 2 in a red, sorcery. Discard a card, an additional cost. Draw 2 cards, create a treasure token. Gift a food token. There we go. Gain 3 life, gift a food token. Yeah, any of these looting cards are going to be good. Wheel of Fortune, just a big wheel effect. Big score, another looting card. Chaos Warp removal, deflecting SWAT, target change, demand answers, more looting. Divergent Transformation is interesting. 6 in a red, Undaunting, costs 1 less for each opponent. So a lot of the time it'll cost 4. Exile 2 cards. 1 sec, I'm going to cough away from the mic this time. Jeez, I probably blasted you last time. Okay. 6 in a red. Instant. Undaunted. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each opponent. Exile 2 target creatures. For each of those creatures, its controller reveals cards off the top of their library until they reveal a creature card and put it onto the battlefield, shuffle the rest. This is pretty good. Pretty okay removal. But then you could also use it just like on your own devil tokens to get some good shit. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yorsum. Divergent lets us run devil tokens, or turn devil tokens into any of our creatures, and we run a tight creature package, so it's always an upgrade. Yeah, that's super sick. I like that a lot. Price of Progress. 1 in a red for an instant, deals damage equal to each player equal to twice the number of non-basic lands that player controls. Ew. 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 That's nasty, dude. Holy. I'm trying to think, like, on average, how many each player has. I would say 4, if I had to pick a number. 4. So each 2 mana to do 8, pretty much 8 damage on average to each player. And then in this deck, you have damage doublers and adders and stuff like that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good-ass card. Pyroblast, big old middle finger to the freaking counterspell decks. Yorsum, easy 8 to 10 damage per player. And way more with our damage modifiers. Yeah, that's nuts. That seems really good. Some more looters. Tibalt's Trickery is some good, like, pseudo counter magic or counter magic against blue players. Some more looting. Luke Patrick just built a new commander, Ovaya Automech Artisan, and it's the most fun big green deck I've seen. Would definitely recommend. Is Ovaya the I think I know which one she is. She's the Elvish Piper type girl. She can like cheat stuff into play. Yeah. Pay a green tapper. You may put a creature or vehicle into play. If it's an artifact, it enters with 2 counters. Each creature that's attacking each one of your opponents has trample. Oh. So you got like a little political thing going on there too. That's actually sick. I like that. Very cool. Okay. Blasting Station. Sack a creature, deal 1 to target creature or player. Yeah, sack a devil. So that's actually extremely good. Whenever a creature comes into play, you may untap Blasting Station. Yikers. I need to pick up a Blasting Station. I don't know why I haven't. It's so funny. I was thinking about it today. I was like, I haven't been to my card shop in probably like 2-3 months at this point. And I was like, why is that? Like, what's the reason that I haven't been there so long? And then I was like, oh, it's probably just this or that or this. And today I was sitting there and I was like, oh, I actually got paid. And I'm going to be a fucking idiot if I go there. You know what I mean? I'm like, I got a pretty decent paycheck. And then I'm going to show up there and be like, oh, I've got nothing now. I've got nothing now. I'll be like, dude, check out this crazy upgrade kit. This is nuts. I've been forcing myself to stay away. Yorsum, I don't think I've played Paper Magic in a year, maybe a year and a half. I haven't played Magic in probably a good month, I'd say. But I want to. I'm gonna play some Magic here soon. Bloodthirsty Blade, 2 for an equipment. Equip creature gets +2/+0 and is goaded. Pay 1, attach Bloodthirsty Blade to target creature and opponent controls. Activate only as a sorcery. Bloodthirsty Blade's cool. Another pseudo goad package going on here. Yorsum, do you have like a pseudo goad theme, or is there like something I'm missing with the goad? I like goad personally, and Mono Red's the best place to play it, but I'm just wondering if there's anything I'm missing. It's so hard to find a consistent play group. Freaking life and responsibilities. Yeah, it's very difficult to find. Well, especially for me. I'm such a like a bitch. I'm like the first person to admit like, oh, this is a me problem. You know what I mean? It's hard to find people you like, you vibe with. You know what I mean? Endless Atlas, some good card draw for Mono Red. Nope, Goat is just very good, and Mono Red needs all the disruption and protection it can get. Totally agree. Good, so I wasn't too far off. Heart of Ramos. Add a red mana by tapping it, sacrifice it to add a red mana. That's pretty cool. Get a little double red one turn. Lava Spur Boots is another one I need to pick up, because I actually really like these. Equip creature gets +1/+0, has haste and ward. Equip for 1. Yeah, 2 mana to give something 1/0, haste and ward. That's pretty good. Oh, what is this? Oh, this is the card you were talking about. Okay. What's this do? Library. What's that say? Lang? Sorry if I'm misreading that. 1 for a continuous artifact. There is no limit to the size of your hand. If a card forces you to discard, you may choose to discard the top of your library rather than to your graveyard. Okay. If discard is random, you may look at card before deciding where to discard it. Oh, Lang. Okay, Library of Lang. Let me get a good read on this again. Okay, so you have no maximum hand size. If you ever are forced to discard a card, you can instead put the top card of your library into your graveyard. If the thing that forced you to discard was at random, you may look at card before deciding where to discard it. What does the where to discard it mean? Sorry, let me look this up really quick. I want to get the Oracle text on this. Okay. Artifact. You have no maximum hand size. If an effect causes you to discard a card, discard it, but you may put it on top of your library instead of into your graveyard. Oh, gross. Yeah, good job, old wording. That's totally what I got from the old wording. That's insane. That's so good in here. So you just get to, like, set your draws back up to draw them again instead of having to discard. And just get all your deck's value. Plus that. Oh my goodness. That's very good. Lightning Greaves, Mind Stone, Otherworldly Atlas is some good card draw. Ruby Medallions, good mana ramp. Skull Clamp's amazing in this deck for the Devils. That's so good. Swiftfoot Boots is going to be good. Any kind of haste enabler is going to be of use. Temple Bell to force draws so you can get some more goblins. Throne of the God Pharaoh. 2 for a legendary artifact. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses life equal to the number of tapped creatures you control. Huh? What? This is a card? Part of me feels like I've talked about it. Part of me feels like I've never seen this before. Yeah, literally writing in Old English rather than, like, at the end. Just, oh, okay. Shakespeare, cool. Throne of the God Pharaoh is insane. Throne of the Goat Pharaoh. This card's nasty, nasty, nasty. Yeah, that is a gnarly card. Wow, I need to buy one of those. Okay, I'm getting some cards I want to pick up from your list, dude. Which I'm kind of excited about because it's been a minute since I've wanted to pick up some stuff. It says $4 on here. I hope that's the right number. 50k decks. Yeah, that's an incredible card. I don't know if I've ever seen that card. That's so good. Okay, so we're picking up a Throne of the God Pharaoh. We're picking up Lava Spur Boots. We're picking up a Blasting Station. Things are looking up. Things are looking up, boys. Nick is loading LFG. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, no. Cavalcade of Calamity. Yay. I don't know what this card does, actually. 1 in a red for an enchantment. Whenever a creature you control with power 1 or less attacks, Cavalcade of Calamity deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. Do you have Raid Bombardment? Yeah, you do. You got Raid Bombardment. That's a good one. Johnny No Toes. Hey, you guys better behave yourself. I got my guy Johnny No Toes in the chat. Alright? You better behave. What are we doing? How do I get my eyeball? How do I get your eyeballs on my list? Well, Johnny, if you'd like to become a $1 Patreon member or channel member, you'll gain access to the deck submission form. Warning, deck submission form is not submitted to your shitty-ass deck. Shitty-ass decks will be ridiculed and absolutely roasted. I'm just kidding. I got no room to talk. I got no room to talk on decks being bad. Have you seen the clip of the guy that has the... Oh, man, I want to pull it up. That's okay. He has the tick, and he, like, does the cross on his chest, and then he, like, kisses the mic. Oh, my God, dude. That clip keeps popping up. It makes me laugh every single time. Catapult. Oh! Wow, okay. I'm getting reminded of stuff. I'm halfway through Monty Python and the Holy Grail for the first time, and I know I'm going to get absolutely hung out at the stake on that one, alright? I don't know how I haven't seen it either. If I'm being honest, I have no idea how I haven't seen it either. Very fun, dude. Hey, this might be a wild opinion. This might be just a freaking... I got $1 and a plethora of shitty-ass decks. Italian Tourette's cooking guy. Good lad. It's so funny, dude. I don't remember why I left Dictate of the Twin Gods out. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. I kind of do that same thing. Weirdly enough, that rotation of enchantments from that set... What one was it? The Born of the Gods? Was that where those came out? I can't remember where those came out. But for some reason, I always forget to run them, too. I forget to run the... There's a white one that's like a +2/+2 Anthem. There's a blue one that lets everyone draw an extra card on their upkeep. Or I think like you, or maybe everyone. I can't remember which of the two it does. There's a bunch of cool shit. I think the green one like doubles your mana or some shit. It's pretty good. Catapult. Oh, anyway, sorry. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Hilarious. It's really funny. So far, my favorite parts were the catapult. Funnily enough, that's what reminded me. The animals flying over the wall was like, got a genuine laugh out of me. And the other thing that genuinely made me laugh is when, what's his name? The first night it shows. Sir Ryan? Is that who it is? Is that the first one? I don't know. It shows him and like the little bards following him, and he's like singing the song. He's like, they'll break your jaw and rip out your teeth and twist up your veins, but nothing scares Sir Ryan. And like his face is slowly like, fuck, I don't want any of that shit to happen to me, dude. It just keeps getting more and more rough, and he's like, all right, no more singing, we're good. I was like, it's fucking awesome. Curse of Opulence. A curse of Opulence. Also, it fucking hit me how much of like Family Guy's humor came from that movie. Kind of blows me away. Well, it says you only have 99 cards in there, so it could be an easy ad. True. You're like, that's where the dictate went. It's sitting right here. Curse of Opulence. Whenever enchant player is attacked, create a gold token. Each opponent attacking that player does the same. Ooh, that's cool. That's really good. Damn. That's actually fantastic. Descent into Avernus. Turn the game to the highest speed available. At the beginning of your upkeep, put 2 descent counters on Descent into Avernus. Then, each player creates X treasure tokens, and Descent into Avernus deals X damage to each player, where X is the number of descent or counters on Descent into Avernus. Yeah, it's just insane. Everyone gets treasures, everyone takes damage, everyone goes 1,000 miles an hour. I mean, like, sure. I mean, like, yeah, sure. I could see that being pretty alright. Where were we? Furnace of Wrath, another damage doubler. Goblin War Drums is one that I love, but I'm going to look up the actual thing for it. Because I believe that Goblin War Drums gives menace or something like that. Goblin War Drums. Creatures you control have menace. Yes, okay. Yeah. A lot of words. I'm not reading them. Impact Tremors, of course. Deal damage whenever we get devils. Possibility Storm. Whenever a player casts a spell from his or her hand, that player exiles it. Then exiles cards on the top of their library until they exile a card that shares a type with it. That player may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Then puts all the cards exiled with Possibility Storm on the bottom of their library in a random order. Huh. So no one gets to play what they want. And you don't care because your strategy is not based around playing specific cards out of your deck. For the most part, you're kind of okay with hitting anything. Your big point is your commander and making devils. So, like, Possibility Storms, like, just clunking up very specific strategies you're playing against, which is great. I love that. Price of Glory. Whenever a player... Price of Glory. Whenever a player taps a land for a mana during another player's turn, destroy that land. Yeah, dude. Get bent. We're playing mono red. Mono is funny to me Because, like, gameplay-wise, I'm not super into building these decks or playing them. But I like the little added bonus of not feeling bad for doing stuff like this. Because you're like, I'm in mono, dude. I'm already at a slight disadvantage. I'm gonna do a little shiesty stuff sometime. Red bombardment. I don't know why I said it like that. Another pinger when you swing with small stuff. Vicious Shadows is a card I love. 6 and a red enchantment. Whenever a creature is put into a graveyard from play, you may have Vicious Shadows deal damage to target player equal to the number of cards in that player's hand. Yeah, if you board wipe, like if you play a Blasphemous Act at the right time with this. Oh. Wow, Vicious Shadows is disgusting. Yeah, you literally just win. You just go, yeah, I'm sorry. I win the game. My bad. Any creature dies, you get to deal damage to something. Yucker duckers. War's Toll, 3 and a red enchantment. Whenever an opponent taps a land for mana, that land... Oh, all their lands tap. Jeez. If a creature an opponent controls attacks, all creatures tap. Oh, no, sorry. All creatures have to attack. I'm getting ahead of myself. Again, I feel like you can kind of afford to run like little stacksy cards like this because you're like, I'm mono red, dude. I'm not doing it because it stacks. I'm doing it because I'm mono red. I like piss you off. Me mono red, me like piss you off. And then we got the lands. What's making this deck $1,500? There's a $400 Ancient Tomb. But I mean, like, that ain't doing it. What the hell making this 1,500 bones? That's crazy. Also, I would suggest Share the Spoils for the deck. Amazing card and super fun to play. Did he not have Share the Spoils? You have Seize the Spoils. Is Share the Spoils a different card? Share the Spoils. Oh yeah, this is a cool one. 1 and a red enchantment. When it enters the battlefield or an opponent loses the game, exile the top card of each player's library. During each player's turn, that player may play a land or cast a spell from among cards exiled with Share the Spoils, and they may spend mana as though it were any mana to cast that spell. When they do, exile the top card of their library. So everyone gets to play with everyone else's stuff, and then they have to like replace the thing they play with a card off the top of their own deck. That's cool. This is a fun card. I'm gonna save this one too. That's just a really fun card. Alright, Zerzoth. Or Zuzoth? No, Zerzoth. What do I think? What do you need? I always like Ashnod's Altar. That's something I always suggest for decks like this, especially with the sack outlet aspect. You just get 2 mana out of each of your devils as well as the damage. That's never bad. Let me look. I had... Oh, I have no idea where that is. It has been so long since I've actually looked for that deck. I had that mono red deck I was working on, but I can't remember what I did with it. Share the Spoils has let me down every deck I've played it. Oh, really? Wow. Well, that's fair. If it has, then do not run. If it has hurt you in the past, do not run. Let's think. Let me really go into the deep chambers here. Wait, isn't there... Hold on. Is there any cards that say exactly? Because that will answer my question. Yes, okay. Aren't there things that are like... that do bonuses... Like when people, like Gearson kind of, whenever they do 1 damage. I thought there was more stuff that did that, but it's looking like there's not. It's looking like there's not at all. Okay. Oh, what about What about Terralf? Is that his name? It looks like it is. Terralf could be cool. Whenever a creature or planeswalker an opponent controls is dealt excess non-combat damage, Terralf deals combat damage equal to the excess to any target other than that permanent. Yeah, maybe not Terralf. Oh, man, I like Terralf just because Terralf plus Blasphemous Act is, like, hilarious. Oh, Chandra's Incinerator. LJL, that's a really good one. That's a great suggestion. Whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, this creature deals that much damage to target creature or planeswalker that opponent controls. And it's a 6/6 trample. It costs X less, where X is the amount of non-combat damage. Yeah, this can just be a 1-drop a lot of the time. This should have been reprinted in the new space set. With like the art just looks like it would fit. Chandra's Incinerator is a great recommendation. Oh, I'm on my computer switched back over to, or switched the nightlight on. I was wondering why I'm like everything feels weird right now. Oh, it's gonna feel so good. Oh, it's so vivid when you turn it back off. Incinerator is in the list already. Oh, really? I don't see it in here. I don't see it in the actual list. Maybe that's the one card that's missing. Or unless I'm absolutely blind. What's the red crystal thing do? Is that what they're called? Wow, this is really slow. What are those Final Fantasy things called? The new, like, stones and stuff. I don't know why I'm blanking. I cannot remember what those are called. My internet is running like garbanzo beans. Holy. Yeah, fire crystal. Red spells cost 1 less. Creatures you control have haste. 4 and 2 red. Create a token that's a copy of target creature you control. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the end step. That seems pretty good in here. Haste enabler that makes all your stuff cost 1 less. We love that in this deck. And then create a token that's a copy of another thing you control. Like, create a second Cavalier. Create a second Fiendish Duo. Second Goblin Sharpshooter. Second Hellrider. Yuck. Oh, second Ogre Bogermoster. Yiker Dikeys. That'd be gross. Yeah, Fire Crystal. Put that in here, dude. Yikes. A second Terror of the Peaks. Yikes. That's, yeah, gross. Oh, what about that guy? Hold on, what's his name? Oracle, create, Oracle, copy, color, red, look, organized by Idiot Rec. Where are you? This guy. Orthion. 3 in a red, 3/3. Pay 1 in a red, tap him. Create a token that's a copy of another target creature you control. Gains haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. Create 5 tokens that are copies of another target creature you control. They gain haste. Sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step. This is kind of cool because, you can copy some of those huge Haymaker creatures and then just have 2 of them for a turn. Like, activate him to get 2 Terror of the Peaks until end of turn. Drop a creature, deal a ton of damage with your damage doublers. Sick. Later on, pay 9, and even if you're copying like one of your devils 5 times, you have to sack them, so you're gonna get the 5 damage with all your damage doublers and damage amplification cards. And that's worst case scenario. Best case scenario, you're making 5 Terror of the Peaks, and you're just like, hey, I just won. Sorry. I like Arthion. I actually think it's pretty good. No, they won't. That's a death trigger. Wait, what? Wait, what? Create 5 tokens that are copies of another target creature you control. They gain haste. Sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step. You have to crack them. You have to crack them like an egg. You have to crack them like breakfast. Orthion is so slow, though. That's fair. I wonder if there's any faster ways to get some, like, copies of stuff. Beep, 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 beep. Ooh, Life of the Party could be kind of cool. I don't know why you'd really use it, but it's kind of cool. I'm trying to see if there's any cheaper ways to do the copying thing. You have so many powerful cards that if you could get like a copy of them for a turn, it'd be insane. How many? Let me check here. 10 sorceries, 10 instants. I don't know if that justifies having some, like, Storm Kiln type deals. Storm Singer could be good. Storm Singer or Storm Splitter? Storm Singer. Redoubled Storm Singer. 2 in a red, 3/3 first strike. When this creature attacks, for each creature token you control that entered this turn, create a tapped and attacking token that's a copy of that token. At the beginning of the next end step, sacrifice those tokens. Oh, Redoubled Storm Singer is perfect. LJL coming in clutch, dude. Yeah, Redoubled sick. This would be actually kind of cool in there. Especially with your haste enablers, because you'll be able to attack with this the turn it comes out, like, quite a bit in your deck, honestly. And then you're like, I made 3 devils this turn. I play Redoubled Storm Singer, swing with it, make 3 more devils, swinging with 6 devils this turn if you have a haste enabler. That's pretty good. I've never seen this card. I'm going to save this one too. That's real good. I like that. I like that record. I ran Kiki Jiki, but it's the clone strat is weak. That's fair. If you tried it out, I concede. Chandra's Flame Shaper. I've never seen that Chandra either. What the hell? What you do? 7 drop. Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you. No, I have to get home actually. Have you tried Stormtroopers instead? What's Stormtroopers? Ooh. Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize they all had a Stormbrood card. Those look sweet together. Oh, yep. Good joke. Went over my head. Valid joke. Went over my dumb head. My dumb goofy head. Ooh, hold on a second. Kindred Charge. Hold up. This might be a banger in your deck. 4 and 2 red sorcery. Choose a creature type. For each creature you control of the chosen type, create a token that's a copy of that creature. Those tokens gain haste. Oh, you have to exile it at the beginning of the next end step. I don't know. You'd have to weigh your... Like, you could still sack them. But that one's like, I don't know. That's a little weird. Ah, yes. This was from the Edgar Markov precon. Oh, I bet. That seems pretty good. Oh, what's that one do? Hold on a second. Mirror Style Master? 4 and 2 red for a 3/3 backup. Whenever this creature attacks, for each attacking modified creature you control. Oh, attacking modified creature. Damn. Unfortunate. 6 drop too. It's pretty expensive. Mono red's not my strong. It's a mono red pseudo kind of tribally deck. Not really tribally, but it's got a lot of devils. This is not my strong suit. This is my strong suit. Shows up on in a fucking sports coat made of chainmail. Damn, I'm good. King of Dreams. Hello. Cards for Zerzoth. This devilish little guy here. We need cards for little Zerzy. I'm gonna look real quick in my binder. I'm gonna look at my bindings. I feel like dust and moths are gonna fly out of this thing, dude. I haven't touched this binder in ages. And it just ages. I wonder what its age is. Come on, I got bars. Come on, I got bars. I got a Hell Rider right here, but you already run that. You already run that. Because you are so smart. Did you say this was Group Slug? You did. So I have some Group Slug card suggestions. I can just like throw some of these out here. I've always liked Immolation Shaman. I've wanted a place to use it. I've always thought it was kind of cool. Whenever an opponent activates an ability of an artifact, creature, or a land that isn't a mana ability, it deals 1 damage to that player, and then you can also buff it for 5 mana. That's like whatever. This is kind of cool. I like any food cracking, any treasure token, clue token, blood token. Like a lot of stuff will trigger this to ping people. So I think that's kind of cool. Razorkin Needlehead would be great. That's a good suggestion too. You could hire LJL as your personal perfect card finder. Because he kills it. 2 red, 2/2. Razorkin Needlehead has first strike during your turn. Whenever an opponent draws a card, Razorkin Needlehead deals 1 damage to them. Yeah, that's gonna be great. That's gonna be really fucking annoying, especially in a deck like this. Because I had a Xantia deck for a little while. Oh! Wait, why don't you run Devilish Valet? Like, genuinely. That team's really good in here. 2 in a red, 1/3 trample haste whenever another creature enters, double Devilish Valet's power. You can just, especially with your damage doublers and stuff, dude, you could one-shot somebody. You get your commander to trigger once, you get 3 doubles. That makes this thing a 2/2, then a 4/4. Or not a 2/2, it makes it a 2 power, then a 4 power, then an 8 power. And that's just getting your commander to trigger once. You can easily get 2 or 3 more creatures to enter and make this thing a 16, then a 32, then a 64. And then, boom! Boom, boom, boom! KO someone. Plus, it's a devil. Plus, it's a devil. Plus, it's a devil. Does Confusion in the Ranks work in this deck? I don't know. Let's see. 3 and 2 red enchantment. Whenever an artifact, creature, or enchantment comes into play, its controller chooses target permanent another player controls that shares a type with it. Exchange controls of those permanents. I mean, you could do this to exchange, like, your devils for other stuff. I think that's actually kind of spicy. Definitely annoying. I like that. Browbeat. Any player may have Browbeat deal 5 damage to him or her. If no one does, that player draws 3 cards. Or the target player draws 3 cards. Maybe. I mean, if you have, like, damage doublers and stuff, it's like, hey, does anybody want to take 10? I forgot Descent into Avernus. What do you mean you forgot? We read that card. Oh, but are you referring to something else? I gotta stop talking out loud, dude. I'm always like talking what I'm thinking. Oh, was he referring to something else? Oh, did you mean this? Oh, let me look through my Bandinsky. Yeah. Ugh. Horn of Greed seems incredible here. A nice Horn of Greed seems incredible here. Let us see this Horn of Greed. Whenever a player plays a land, that player draws a card. But we only get the goblins when opponents draw during our turn, right? Or when they draw during a turn that's not theirs. So if they're drawing off Horn of Greed, we're not getting anything off that, right? Am I getting that correct here? All right. Let me think. Let me. You know what? I don't think I have. I don't think I. Wait, hold on. Guess Grimoire plus value card. Whenever an opponent discards a card from his or her hand, you may draw a card. Oh. Oh, that's really good. Guess Grimoire is actually great because Zerzoth makes you and that player each draw a card and discard a card. So when that other player discards a card, you'll trigger Guess and you'll be netting a card out of this exchange. That's pretty good. Zenith Chronicler, my boy gets a good deck. I also love Zenith Chronicler, LJL. He's a cute little Phyrexian dude. 2 for a 3/1. Whenever a player casts their first multicolor spell each turn, each other player draws a card. Yeah, that's actually great in here. You could get quite a bit of devil tokens off that card alone. Yeah, that's actually a spicy. That's a spicy one. I like that. No. I think you'll make 2, right? Because it's whenever an opponent draws a card on a turn that's not theirs. So if the Zenith triggers on an opponent's turn, I think you'll make 2. Because one of the opponents is drawing on their turn. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Scrawling Crawler. This would be good in there too. 3 for a 3/2 at the beginning of each, or at the beginning of your upkeep. Each player draws a card, so just an immediate trigger for your thing. Get all 3 of your things. Whenever an opponent draws a card, that player loses 1. That's doing both the things you want to do. Scrawling Taller seems fantastic. I want to take a ride on your fantastic. Sorry about that. I'm so sorry. What else we got here? If only you could run Spiteful Visions. That thing's great. Anvil of Bogarden's kind of sick. 2-drop artifact. Players have no maximum hand size. At the beginning of each player's draw step, that player draws an additional card, then discards a card. Oh, never mind. I thought it was each player draws. Never mind. Explosion of Riches. Does he run Explosion of Riches? Doesn't look like it. It does not look like it. Yeah, I bought one. Completely forgot about it, apparently. 5 and a red, sorcery. Draw a card, then each other player may draw a card. Whenever a card is drawn this way, Explosion of Riches deals 5 damage to target opponent, chosen at random from among your opponents. Ooh. It's kind of funny, though, but, like, I feel like a lot of the time people just aren't going to do it, right? Like, you'll play it and they'll be like, wait, so you're just playing a 6-drop, draw 1 card if we all do nothing? I don't know. I'm not super into it. It is funny, though. Gaia Reach Sanitarium is a good land. Does he run Gaia Reach? I didn't really look at the lands. He does run that. Nice. Never said it was good. Just said it was funny. Right you are. 'Tis funny. Bim, 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 bim. Bim, 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 bim. Bim, bim, boop, boop. Whip. Meep, 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 boop. I forgot about Chandra Blaze. She's cool. Chandra Blaze might be one of my favorite planeswalkers. I just remember when she came out. I was like, this thing's sick. Oh, that's sick. I mean, like, having everybody discard their hands and draw 3, that's actually kind of sick. I think it's another deck that likes Monument of Endurance. I said that like it was my idea. I was just reading LJL. Like, come to think of it, my personal idea here, I think Monument of Endurance would rock here. Did I just miss it completely? There we go. Monument of Endurance. Whenever you discard a card, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Draw a card, create a treasure token, each opponent loses 3. That's really good. Damn, this is another one I want to pick up. It's a really good card. What deck can I run Monument of Endurance in, Throne of the Pharaoh God in, and Blasting Station in? What's like a token go wide deck where the main engine of getting that thing is discarding? That's not Zurza. I want like a multicolor commander. You recommended something else earlier, LJL, that I think I missed. It just popped into my head. Maybe I didn't. Oh, Basilisk Collar. That's what it was. Oh, but Basilisk Collar... Yeah, the devils themselves are doing the damage, though. So you'd have to, like, equip it to everything individually. That's weird. What's another good one here? Like, I wanna get a nice banger here. Okay, color red, Oracle, whenever creature dies. Enduring Courage seems great in here. Wait, did you already say that, LJ? Was this the one that you recommended? Oh, Collar works well with Sharpshooter for sure. Enduring Courage seems great. Give all your devils that come into play a 2/0 bonus plus haste. So it's just another haste enabler except to get a 2/0 bonus. Do you already have that in here? That seems pretty good. Let me see here. Wait, what do you spit out? Oh, devils. Yeah. I don't think there's really much devil interaction here. Ooh, Brazen Cannonade's kind of sick. Is Monument not in the list? I don't see it. I do not see. Brazen Cannonade's kind of sick in here. 3 in a red enchantment. Whenever an attacking creature you control dies, Brazen Cannonade deals 2 damage to each opponent. So it's like if they block a devil, they're taking 3 to the dome. So they're just going to take all your damage straight to the face. At the beginning of your post-combat main phase, if you attacked with a creature this turn, exile the top card of your library. Until the end of combat on your next turn, you may play that card. That's not bad. I almost feel like you could take out like one of your pieces of like impulse draw or like card draw for it, and then just get the bonus of being able to do 2 damage if an attacking thing dies. It's kind of cool. Let me see if there's any more attacks. 1 your opponents. Death's Kiss is kind of funny, but it's really expensive. Oh, Sardian Avenger is really good. I actually really like this card in Group Slug list. 1 in a red, 2 or 1/1 first strike trample. Whenever this creature attacks, it gets +X/+O, where X is the number of artifacts your opponents control. And whenever an artifact an opponent controls is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, this does 1 damage to that player. So just a good way to like punish those token decks, those treasure decks that are in play and stuff like that. Yeah, Death's Kiss is just expensive. It's a really good effect. Whenever your opponents attack other opponents, you double the power of their creatures. But it's a 6-drop. It's pretty expensive. Shah, this is going to sound insane, but Shah of Nar Isle is actually really weird. Or Nair Isle? Whoa, what is this? Shah of Nair Isle. 4 for a 6/6 Ifrit with Echo. Or with Trample and then Echo at the beginning of your upkeep. If this came into play under your control since the beginning of your last upkeep, sacrifice it unless you pay its Echo cost. When Shah of Nar Isle's Echo cost is paid, each opponent may draw up to 3 cards. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. That's a very cool card. I don't know if I've ever seen this card. Love it. It's kind of interesting. It's definitely a good way to like get your goblins or your devils, but then opponents are going to be like netting an extra 2 cards without the getting of the devils. Without the getting of the devils. Spiked Corridor and Torture Pit could also be good. Spiked Corridor. What you talking about? Oh, it's a room. 3 in a red, left side. When you unlock this door, create 3 1/1 red devils. Oh, cool. Right side. When you unlock this door, if a source you control, when deal non-combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much +2. This is perfect for your deck. What? This is just the Devil Room card. It is a little slow, but it's still like you're paying 4, you're getting 3 devils. That's not bad. And then you just pay another 4, and it's like, hey, you got another damage amplifier. That just has the built-in fact that it's making devils. Because you can unlock either side. You could just start with Torture Pit and essentially get what you get from Torbran. And then have the bonus of being able to turn on the other side and get devils. That's pretty good. I like that. There's also Generous Plunderer, similar to Sardian Avenger. Generous Plunderer. Or is it Genius Plunderer? Weird. 1 in a red, 2/2 menace. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may create a treasure token. When you do, Target opponent creates a tapped treasure token. Whenever Generous Plunder attacks, it deals damage to defending player equal to the number of artifacts they control. That's pretty fucking good. That's actually nuts. Rose Room Treasure. I love Rose Room Treasure. That's a good one. Hello, Time Warped. How's the stream so far? Good. We're working on the same deck. We're doing I'm going deep on this one because this is actually a really interesting deck. We're looking for cards for Zerzoth. If you've got any suggestions. I like Rose Room a lot. 3 in a red, 4/3. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, create a treasure token. If it's the first or second time this ability is resolved this turn. Otherwise, you may pay X and have Rose Room Treasury deal X damage to any target. Rose Room's great. That's a cool card. I want to pick one of these up too. I like Rose Room. Hold on. Multi-format All-Star. Winter Sky would be a banger in here. Another card for my Omnath Locus of Fall deck. Oh, your fall-themed deck. Or your season-themed deck. I like that one. Forgot about that. Sky. Winter Sky. Okay. 1 red for a sorcery. Flip a coin. Target opponent calls heads or tails while coin is in the air. Okay. If the flip ends up in your favor, Winter Sky deals 1 damage to each creature and player. Otherwise, each player draws a card. That's hilarious. In this deck, it's actually really, really fucking funny. Because you're like, I'm going to pop all my devils right now. Or I'm going to get more devils. Because you're going to draw cards. That's actually really funny. Are there any other fun decks tonight? I'm thinking I'll probably hop off after this one. This one's we've been on here for almost an hour and a half talking about this one. I meant to get through more, but the devil sucked me in, dude. And that's what he does, dude. I should have known, damn it. That's literally his go-to move. What are we thinking? I'm not sure if they're in the deck already, but Gear Reach Sanitarium. I think I did see that one in here. Yes, Gyre Reach Sanitarium is in here. And Makoro Center of the Sea. Seem like auto includes. Makoro Center of the Sea and Gyre Reach are both in here. Good read, LJL. Good read, LJL. Zerzoth. Uh-oh, stinky. I mean, that's got to get a like from me. That's got to get a heart from this guy. Uh-oh, stink. Hit him with an uh-oh, stink. I'm cracking... That's it. I'm cracking open the binder again. That's it. I'm cracking open the binder. I hate to do it. I didn't think they will make me... I didn't think they'd make me crack into a second binder, but here I am. Cracked into a second binder. It is so hot right now in this room. I don't know what's going on. Is Disrupt Decorum in the deck for good protection? Yeah, you're saying like good protection, good disruption. It's also just like busted. And I was like, I can't argue with that. And I said, damn it, I can't argue with that. It literally just got like 900 degrees in here. What is going on? Every page I flip is like... Every page I flip, every fart I rip, every page I stick, every fart I rip, I'll be watching you. Sorry, I forgot I was streaming, it's my bad. I have so many cards that are just Fireball with a different name. Jeez Louise. Let me just read this. 2 pages right here that I flipped into. We got Crater Claws, Gitu Flame, Earthquake, Blaze, Fireball, OG there. Wow. What's going on? I just had like a little burst of just tons of Fireball effects. I was like, I'm gonna make a Fireball deck. This is gonna be sick. And then played it and was like, this sucks. Why did I think this would be good? What's the goal of this deck? Big damage with the Zerzoth. We're making opponents draw cards during turns that aren't theirs, flooding the board with goblins. Or not goblins, devils. We got stuff like Goblin Sharpshooter, tons of damage doublers to make sure when the goblins die, they're doing tons of damage. Stuff like Towerbrand, Terror of the Peaks, Spiteful Prankster, Perforos to make sure the devils are pinging when they come into play. And yeah, haste enablers so we can swing with the devils, go wide stuff like Throne of the God Pharaoh. Just tons of like damage coming out in any way it can. Just hitting the board, dying, swinging with combat. It's group slugged, so just like, yeah, just outputting damage any way they can seems to be the game plan here. Which, honestly, I can respect. Wheel of Misfortune would be hilarious in this deck if it's not in here already. I believe it was, but I cannot remember. No, it's not. Wheel of Misfortune is such a pain, dude. Such an accurate name. Such an accurate name for a card. Because that is all this card does, is cause misfortune. The problem with Wheel of Misfortune is everyone will always want to choose 0. Yeah, but if you didn't choose the lowest, you get a new hand. So there might be an incentive. Like if you're a player with like 2 cards in hand, you'll be like, I want to bid a little bit of life because I could get a fresh 7 for 2. A fresh 7 for 2. What the hell will we do? Fresh. Oh god, 7 for 2. What are we doing? What are we really doing, me and you? I'm working on a video I think you guys are gonna like. I really do. I think you guys are gonna dig. Oh my god, I thought that was a fucking bug. And it is a spider web inside the binder. Oh god. Oh gosh. Yucky, yucky, yucky. See, do you want to see how long I haven't played, dude? There's a spider web in my binder. There's a spider web in my binder, dude. There's a... Oh, yuck. Ui. How? My binder was zipped up, dude. There was a spider chilling in my zipped up binder, and it made a whole little fucking nest in there. Oh, I don't even want to go in there. I'm not going in there. I'm not doing it. No, here's what I do. I take that binder to the card shop, and I go, hey, take a look through. I go, hey, take a look through this. See if there's anything that jumps out at you. My skin, my fucking hairs are standing up on my thing. Oh, God. Oh, gosh, I hate that so much. I don't like spiders. My back is like... Oh, ishi, ay, ay, ay. Okay. Whenever the opponent draws their first card each turn, if it's not their turn, get a 1/1 red devil. I mean, like, putting in, like, tribal stuff feels like a kind of like a... Hat on a hat's not even the right word. This is like a hat when the Pledge of Allegiance is going. It's downright disrespect. No, that's downright disrespectful to run tribal stuff in here. No, it just feels like pointless. You know what I mean? 'Cause you're going to be cracking most of the devils anyway. Yes. This funky jazz beat has me feeling something. Yes. It's all coming back to me now. Here it comes, yes. If tribal is the way to go, Banner of Kinship is always good. That's actually fair. I don't think the tribal thing is great with this deck because you're going to be sacking most of the devils anyway, but I still think that the Banner of Kinship is actually good in here. Oh, wait. This isn't the card I thought. Choose a creature type. This creature enters with a fellowship counter on it. For each creature you control of the chosen type gets 1/1. This one's okay. Anything like this I don't think is that great just because your devils aren't going to be in play for that long. But I guess the ability's static. So if you can get it out on a good turn, then you can just be swinging with surprisingly good or surprisingly big things. So that's not terrible. I like the banner that adds mana where you choose a creature type, this one. Or choose a color. I think this is good. Just a little mana rock that can buff up your devils. That seems pretty decent. If tribals... Sunspine Lynx. Cute card. Sunspine Lynx. Ooh, that is cool. 2 and 2 red, 5/4. Players can't gain life. Damage can't be prevented. When it enters, it deals damage to each player equal to the number of non-basic lands that player controls. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I actually like that. Is there any other, like, equal to the amount of creatures you control? Creatures you control. Color. Is War of the Spark to Bolt in here? I don't think I saw any Planeswalkers in here. Yeah, no. Let's see if there's any, like, equal to the number of creatures you control. Cards that you could run. You might have a big amount of creatures at some point. How about a massive raid, dude? You want to one-shot somebody with massive raid with all your damage doublers? Just do damage, target creature or player equal to the number of creatures you control. And then what a bop, boom, bam, bluey straight to the Dominski. Pretty good. Not too bad. I really like Dragon Spark Reactor too. This is another card I wanna run. Ooh, Sunshot Militia. I just talked about them. They would be good in here. Excuse me? Is it MI? It is MI. Yeah, tap 2 of your devils to deal 1 damage to something. Like once you get enough of them out. I don't know. I'm like 50-50 on this one because I'm like, well, at that point, just swing with your devils because they're gonna take 1 either way. They're gonna take 1 damage either way per devil because they're either gonna take the combat damage or block the devil, and then the devil's gonna die. You heard it here first, folks. We're gonna block the devil, and the devil's gonna die. It's very simple. Cavalcade of Calamity is in this deck, I think. No, Cavalier of Flames is. Cavalcade of Calamity is not. What does that one do? No, that's not it. Oh, Cavalcade of Calamity is in this deck. Yep. I thought you were saying this guy. What's this guy do? Haste when Calamity Galloping Inferno attacks while saddled. Oh, it's just a creature token doubler. We don't really care. Calamity of Cinders is actually kind of sick. This could be a kind of cool board wipe to run. 5 and 2 red with Convoke. Calamity of Cinders deals 6 damage to each untapped creature. You could just like tap your devils to just get like a one-way board wipe. Keep all your important stuff alive. Or you could just like not tap your devils and let them die and then ping opponents for 1 with them or something. That could be interesting. I'm not sure how great it is, but if Zerzoth had any color added, it would be a super good deck. LOL. I swear the mono red is what balances it. Oh, 100%. Literally, if this was any combination, literally any color. If this was red-white, red-white's the only one I wouldn't be interested in. If this was paired with any other color, I'd be like, ooh, especially if this is like a 3-color guy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I would love to run all the white cards that get advantage from opponents drawing or black cards from more group slug. That is fun. I would love if this guy was like Jund. If he was Jund, I'd be like, oh. I feel like this could be kind of Jundy. This strategy could be a little Jundy. You know what I mean? What else we got? Mob Verdict is a card you're looking for. Mob Verdict is the card you're looking for each creature. Mob Verdict. 2 and 2 red, sorcery. Each player secretly votes for another player. Then those players are revealed. For each player an opponent... For each vote an opponent received, Mob Verdict deals 2 damage to that player, and each creature that player controls for each vote you received, draw a card. I'm not a huge fan of that one. It's okay. It's okay, you know? Anything jumping out to me? Ooh. Ooh. Stadium Headliner's kind of cool. Ooh, Idol of Oblivion for draw is really good. King of Dreams, that's a good suggestion. Stadium Headliner's fire. I like this. 1 red for a 1/1 mobilize 1. When this creature attacks, you create a 1/1 tapped warrior token. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. Pay 1 in a red. Sacrifice this creature. It deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to target creature. Never mind. I've done this before. I remember pulling this card up and doing that exact same thing. When this aura enters, enchant creature deals damage equal to its power to any other target. When enchant creature is dealt damage, it deals damage, or it deals that much damage to each opponent. Hold on a second. Hang on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold up. Hang up, hang on, hold up, giddy on, get down. This could be kind of cool, dude. Hear me out. You throw this on something. Throw this on your commander, okay? Do 2 damage to your commander. Have it do 2 damage to itself. And then ring out that 2 damage to each opponent. And then every once in a while, ping your commander with your own devils when they die. You know what I mean? It'd be kind of cool. Your commander can only take 2 hits before it kills itself from the devil pings. Before it kills itself from the devil pings. But you could ping him twice. You know what I mean? Devil dies, ping your commander. Pain for all does 1 damage to each opponent instead of that devil only dealing 1 damage to one. And then do that twice. It could be kind of cute. Yes. Yes, it's all making sense now. Yes. On my way to my board game day. On my way to my board game day. And I have the stream muted because I'm on a public bus. But cool to see you've resumed the deck reviews. Please, brutal honesty if my deck ever shows up. I'm like, oh, it's Riso's deck, dude. What does this guy think he's doing, dude? That's clearly a princess, bro. She's the Wicked Witch of the East. Boop, 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 boop. I don't even have a deck with red in it to like to go through. Man, I hate that there's a spider web in my binder. Man, that's gonna piss me right off. Now, I'm downright pissed. Now, excuse my French, but I'm downright pissed there's a spider web in my binder. Now, please excuse my French, but I'm downright pissed. Think that's what I want to deal with? You think that's what I want to deal with right now? It's not. It's fucking not. Oh, what about the fear of whatever that red one is? No. Wait. Fear of Burning Alive's okay. It's a 6-drop. Fear of Missing Out. When Fear of Missing Out enters the battlefield, draw a card and discard a card. Whenever Fear of Missing Out attacks for the first time each turn, if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, untap target creature. After this phase, there's an additional combo. It's not very good. Yeah. LJL, you got it right, but I got it oh so wrong. Because that's not nearly as good as I thought. It's really good. Not in this deck, though. I wish I had that in Arna. That'd be real good in Arna. Set DSK color red. I like Duskborn. This was a good set. Screaming Nemesis. Wow. That's pretty good, but I don't know if it'd be great in here. What is the Roller Crusher ride? I've never seen this fucking card. This is a real card that came out in Duskmourn? What? I didn't know there's a fucking roller coaster card. Okay, X2 in a red. Legendary enchantment. If a source you control will deal non-combat damage to a permanent or player while there are 4 or more card types in your graveyard, it deals double that damage. There's another damage doubler for your stuff that dies. Boom. When Roller Crusher enters, it deals X damage to each of up to X target creatures. That's pretty good, man. Are you kidding me? Run this shit. This is actually good in your deck. It's hilarious. I didn't know that was a card. That's actually really good. I like that. Oh, that's it. Wow. Roller Crusher is actually a bop in your deck. I like that a lot. Roller Crusher, are you kidding me? What are we doing? That's crazy. I gotta be honest, dude. Walking into Walmart today and seeing Spider-Man packs, and then Final Fantasy packs, and then everything else was bought out. I was like, ugh. Well, at least I've got Virtue of Courage. Virtue of Courage! But of course! 3 and 2 red for an enchantment. Whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, you may exile that many cards to the top of your library and play those cards this turn. Okay, jeez. Or 1 in a red to deal 2 damage to any target. It's not bad. I feel like you might mill yourself in this deck, though. I feel like you might just mill yourself at that point. This is what always confuses me. So I typed in Virtue of CO. So you would think that Virtue of Courage comes up because it has virtue and then of, and then its last word has the letters C and O in it. Why does Virtue of Persistence come up? Oh, because Locthwain Scorn. The CO in Scorn. Okay. Okay. Touche. Too fucking shay. The first red card that comes up. Oh. Choose target creature or player. Reveal cards to the top of your library until you reveal a non-land card. Erratic Explosion deals damage equal to that card's converted mana cost to that creature or player. Yeah, that's not too good. That's not going to do anything in you. Okay. Probably going to hop off, my guys. Spent a nice close to an hour and a half, 2 hours with you. Working on a single deck. I hope that you got anything from this, Yorsum. I know you did from the chat. I hope you got anything from me. If not, it's whatever. I know the chat was coming in clutch like it always does, dude. I imagine this commander would be pretty damn good in Green Goblin. I haven't seen like any of this stupid shit, so I don't know what that does. 2 a black and a red, 3/3 flying. Whenever you discard a non-land card, put a 1/1 counter on target goblin you control. Whenever you discard a land card, create a tapped treasure token. Yeah, sure. Guess we could discard with it. Good discard outlet. Cool. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. LJL, King of Dreams, Riso, Jaco James. Excuse me. Time Warped. Yorsum. Making sure I get everybody here. Jeebs McCreeb, Luke Pirek, Mitch Beerhards, or Barons, Mitch Barons, Johnny Notos. I think I did Luke Pirek already, but if I didn't, Luke Pirek, thank you. Appreciate all you guys for chatting with me and stopping by to help with the deck, because I'm sitting here going, oh. I got a cool video for you guys. I hope you guys are pumped to watch it. It's gonna be how long did it come out? Oh, I don't want to spoiler it. I'm not gonna do it. I think it came out to be like 32 to 35 minutes long, the like finished audio. So that's how long the video is gonna end up being. I'm excited. I think it was fun. I had a lot of fun recording it, actually. It felt a little bit more like lively and more like me during it. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it. That should be coming out Monday. Yeah, Monday that video is going to drop. And then we should be back on schedule. Once that video drops on Monday, we should officially be back on schedule. Like, because I've had a whole family has had a crazy last couple of months. So it's been extremely busy, tons of stuff going on. It got super far behind to where it was only like an upload a week. And it wasn't even on the days I normally upload. The last video went out on Tuesday or Wednesday when it should have went out on Monday. So I'm skipping yesterday. I didn't upload on Thursday because it's not that it wasn't quite ready. It's not ready at all. So instead of rushing that out, I'm really taking my time with it, getting caught up, finishing it, uploading it on Monday so we can officially reset, start, caught up again. And then we'll be good. We'll be getting stuff out again. All good, man. Just hope you're doing well. I'm actually doing pretty good, my guy. I'm like go through these phases where it just feels like nice to not be on camera. You know what I mean? So now I'm like getting excited to write scripts again and be a little bit more funny on scripts and all that. So I hope you guys like the video. I do, because I like it. I like the script so far, how it came out. So, and the subject's interesting. I think it's something that could possibly branch this channel out into a bigger audience. I feel like it's kind of a cool. It's just a funny video. I feel like the title will draw people in. Anyway, I'm sick of yapping. You're probably sick of not napping. So, yeah, thanks for making it happen. And I don't have any more rhymes. So, good night, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.